Be the change that you wish to see in the world. An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. First they ignore you, then they ridicule you, then they fight you, and then you win. Where there is love, there is life. Prayer is not asking. It is a longing of the soul. It is daily admission of one's weakness. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values become your destiny. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. The future depends on what you do today. To give pleasure to a single heart by a single act is better than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. Each night, when I go to sleep, I die. And the next morning, when I wake up, I am reborn. Birth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. To believe in something, and not to live it, is dishonest. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. Whatever you do will be insignificant, but it is very important that you do it. The day the power of love overrules the love of power, the world will know peace. Truth never damages a cause that is just. Whenever you are confronted with an opponent, conquer him with love. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Action expresses priorities. My life is my message. You don't know who is important to you until you actually lose them. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary, the evil it does is permanent. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. If I had no sense of humor, I would long ago have committed suicide. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. Love is the strongest force the world possesses, and yet it is the humblest imaginable. They cannot take away our self-respect if we do not give it to them. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love, it is the prerogative of the brave. Remember that all through history, there have been tyrants and murderers, and for a time, they seem invincible. But in the end, they always fall. Always. In doing something, do it with love or never do it at all. I cannot conceive of a greater loss than the loss of one's self-respect. There is no way to peace, there is only peace. Silence becomes cowardice when occasion demands speaking out the whole truth and acting accordingly. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Truth is one, paths are many. Seek not greater wealth, but simpler pleasure, not higher fortune, but deeper felicity. Always aim at complete harmony of thought and word and deed. Always aim at purifying your thoughts and everything will be well. Poverty is the worst form of violence. Speak only if it improves upon the silence. Each one has to find his peace from within. And peace to be real must be unaffected by outside circumstances. I want freedom for the full expression of my personality. It is easier to build a boy than to mend a man. Our ability to reach unity in diversity will be the beauty and the test of our civilization. Nonviolence is a weapon of the strong. Manliness consists not in bluff, bravado, or loneliness. It consists in daring to do the right thing and facing consequences, whether it is in matters social, political, or other. It consists in deeds, not words. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. I cannot teach you violence, as I do not myself believe in it. I can only teach you not to bow your heads before anyone, even at the cost of your life. Fearlessness is the first requisite of spirituality. Cowards can never be moral. The greatness of humanity is not in being human, but in being humane. The world has enough for everyone's need, but not enough for everyone's greed. Liberty and democracy become unholy when their hands are dyed red with innocent blood. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. There would be nothing to frighten you if you refuse to be afraid. Love never claims, it ever gives. Love ever suffers, never resents, never revenges itself. The moment there is suspicion about a person's motives, everything he does becomes tainted. You cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. Champions are made from something they have deep inside of them, a desire, a dream, a vision. Every worthwhile accomplishment, big or little, has its stages of drudgery and triumph, a beginning, a struggle, and a victory. Where there is life, there is love. Prayer is the key of the morning and the bolt of the evening. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve love and affection. The golden rule of conduct is mutual toleration, seeing that we will never all think alike and we shall always see truth in fragment and from different points of vision. True morality consists not in following the beaten track, but in finding the true path for ourselves, and fearlessly following it. Everyone holds a piece of the truth. In matters of conscience, the law of the majority has no place. To forgive is not to forget. The merit lies in loving in spite of the vivid knowledge that one that must be loved is not a friend. There is not merit in loving an enemy when you forget him for a friend. The only tyrant I accept is the still, small voice within me. Hatred can be overcome only by love. An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. Even if you are a minority of one, the truth is the truth. Your tomorrow depends entirely on what you do today. An error does not become truth by reason of multiplied propagation, nor does the truth become error because nobody will see it. Victory attained by violence is tantamount to a defeat, for it is momentary. But no one has a right to coerce others to act according to his own view of truth. There are 2 days in the year that we cannot do anything, yesterday and tomorrow. Recall the face of the poorest and weakest man you have seen, and ask yourself if this step you contemplate is going to be any use to him. All your scholarship would be in vain if at the same time you do not build your character and attain mastery over your thoughts and your actions. Peace between countries must rest on the solid foundation of love between individuals. A man of character will make himself worthy of any position he is given. Do not crave to know the views of others, nor base your intent thereon. To think independently for yourself is a sign of fearlessness. Behavior is the mirror in which we can display our image. If you want something really important to be done, you must not merely satisfy the reason, you must move the heart also. You can't lead a true life without suffering. One man cannot do right in one department of life whilst he is occupied in doing wrong in any other department. Life is one indivisible whole. A language is an exact reflection of the character and growth of its speakers. Permanent good can never be the outcome of untruth and violence. Love is the strongest force the world possesses. Sacrifice is joy. There are only 2 ways to live your life, as though nothing is a miracle, or as though everything is a miracle.